Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome to the Saturday stream, part 1, part 2 to follow. How are we all doing? Can we have an AV check? Can you hear me okay? Yep, good. You can presumably see the game. I haven't forgotten to do something then. Did you have a good Friday? Friday was good. Nice. Good Friday. Who was that I saw 3 years? Oh yeah, Tuscan. Thank you for 3 years, Tuscan. Happy anniversary. Alexandru. Thank you for 41. Exus First 69. Raskar 44. Thank you guys. The internet has been acting wired. The internet is always acting wired. Yeah. It's a very wired internet. Frontier Developments have just finished their 24-hour live stream in support of special effects. I didn't even know they were doing it.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Hi, T. Luke. 14 months of brilliant highlight reel. Thanks for the brilliant streams. You're welcome, dude. I hope it put a smile on your face. Oops. Wait. Wait, what? Did I just see Sommy join my game? Did somebody just raid my game again? And Puppies is left. Lel. Okay, this is getting weird. And then a wild zombie appeared. Like, okay. No, I didn't invite him. I didn't know he was awake.
Happy anniversary.
Mr. Creator, thank you, welcome back. Sniffer with a bullseye, 50 months, slowly catching up to my age. And Mr. Creator says, sub for Puppies left. Thank you, dude. Right, I suppose I better drag some people down, hang on.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
I'm being raided by a Sommy. Right. So you're with me for 2 hours and then you're going, yeah?
I can do till 4.
Oh, you're doing the whole session, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to know what time I've got to do the multiplayer stuff, because we're like super low on research points.
Yep.
So I want to build a cargo door system, but we probably need to do some research points.
Yeah.
Get some more stuff unlocked. Particularly jet engines. I don't know how far we are from jet stuff. Probably need to get planes first, maybe.
Yeah, planes, and then I'm guessing we unlock jets.
Like, if it showed me a tech tree, we could work this out.
If only, Paul.
Jets, heavy rotor, jet combustion chamber. Yeah, so helicopters, then planes, then that leads on to jet.
Okay.
There is a sort of a tech tree, but you have to find the item in the locked list, and then you can see what the tree is, the path.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, they are doing simple sim. They are doing an update next week, I think, on the multiplayer stuff. We don't really need the money at the moment, Baz. We've got 128k, but we've got 2 choices, pups. We either do missions or we make a lot of money. What do you want to do?
Either way, we're gonna have to get some diesel.
We got 9,000 in there, haven't we?
Yeah, I'll probably do 1 trip.
Well, hopefully this one won't suffer from that weird pump issue.
I hope not.
Are you going to TwitchCon at you? No plans to. Nope. I went last year. And I haven't seen Berlin, and that was fun. But it's Amsterdam this year, and I've been to Amsterdam a few times, so it's like, I'll spend my money on Vegas instead. D-Storm, thank you for 7 months. Food Rom 46.
Game Room 3.
Oh, he's finally decided to join us.
Yep.
Mr. Creator, thank you for 3 months. Where is he? Yes. Hello, Raider.
Hey.
Hey.
I didn't realise that specific invites were required.
Change the winch attached to push button, not hold. Ooh.
If you don't update your security protocols, things are going to get breached, aren't they?
That's very true. I will change the lock on the door. That's a good point. I need to change the button, don't I? So a toggle instead of a push button.
No, we got Somi in now. We can just hold it.
It was the connector release, wasn't it?
Yeah, needs to be a toggle rather than a push. I was watching the VOD back and it was like, yeah, Paul, you're going to regret that in a minute.
Yeah, it was the wording of the phrase when somebody said you need to have a release button, and release implies push.
I mean, I found it funny.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
She even finds that funny.
Connector. Default state off. Let's see, we're going to have it drive the connector there. Okay. I won't put a cargo hold in yet. Is there anything else that we possibly need? Maybe we need a connector on the... Oh, we've got a connector on the back, haven't we? Yeah, we have, so we can tow things. Can I show and explain the gearbox system? But the gearbox system is quite simple, really. Do you mean in general or on this ship? Because, you know, generally you can usually get away with 2 gearboxes. You can put 3 on there. The first one you normally do is the reverse, just so that you can go, you know, instead of providing thrust in one direction, literally provide it in the other direction, and you can easily do that by just going from 1-1 to 1-1, just reverse the direction. And then the next ones you kind of have to play with, because it depends on the engine, the propeller, the load, like, it depends what you're doing. But essentially you can have one or the other or both on. And all they do is sit, you know, you got your engine, your clutch,
mission being done as a priority.
Gearbox, propeller. Say again?
There's a lost research swimmer mission just come in, and there's a 45-minute timer on it.
Alright, we've got a boat. We just need to chuck some fuel in it. Whereabouts? Lost research swimmer. Wait, where is he?
That's off the research island.
Oh, right, okay. The problem is the small engine. I have the first 2 gearboxes as U, but the speed does not increase. The first 2 gearboxes you do. Okay, so have you got a small diesel engine, not the big one? Because if you've only got small, I've got a feeling the big engine's like 10 times as powerful, so you are going to have an issue. No, come on. Properties, yeah. The power of that engine is 200,000. The power of that one is 20,000. So you're literally like 10 times the power. I would suggest your best bet is probably to put 2 engines in there. Have one for each propeller. And then if you still... Wait, what? Where did the boat go?
You despawned it?
Oh my god, all I clicked was exit.
Yeah, you need to spawn it, not exit.
Yeah, but I already did spawn one, and then I went back to the workbench to look at something and clicked exit, because I didn't want to spawn another.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was in the build area.
Oh, it's so
when you
dumb.
went into the workbench, it despawned the aircraft, so me and Puppies were refueling it, and you despawned it.
I wish they'd changed that. So if you've got something spawned, you don't... never mind. I understand it now. It's not how I would do it, let me put it that way.
Have you got the connector puppies?
No, I need some scuba gear.
It sometimes glitches out here for some reason.
Well, for me, it's still at the tank, so yeah.
Main tank. I'm going to put player sensors on now. I've got them unlocked. It's on my list. Yeah, I would put 2 engines on there. One for each propeller. Or if you've got 3 propellers, 3 engines. You know, maybe that would do. And then you're going to have to look at what kind of RPS you're getting out of the propeller. Because if the RPS is too low, you're going to have to change it from the gearbox round. So you get more torque. Because if it can't push your boat, you need more torque. If it's pushing it, but you need more speed, you need more speed. Are the solar panels on top of the cabin? Yeah. So they basically trickle charge the batteries. So let's say, for some stupid reason, we went to bed and the battery's drained overnight because we forgot to turn the breaker off. Then you need some power to start the engine, right? To get the generator going. If you have 0 power, you can't do anything. So this is there to give you a bit of trickle charge just to make sure you've always got some power. Because once you get the engine going, you know, you're fine. Generator will take over. 35 months, Dave. Must be time for a kebab. Dude, you're almost on 3 years. That's outrageous. That is actually outrageous. Dave, are you on holiday? Or are you just away? Working? Mr. Crawley, 38 months. Thank you. Family are well. Try and guess. 30 months. There you go, I guessed. Ricky Chang, 20 months. Many times recently the film cannot continue a sub every month.
Seats in this one, though?
At the back. Come back here. There you go.
Ah, redesign. I see.
Yeah, we're going to keep them in second class, and we're going to sit up here in first class.
Ah, okay. I wasn't aware that a ticket had to be purchased for rescue missions, but okay. Is that? Can we see your credit card before we pull you out of the water?
It's not that. They often smell, you see. Personal hygiene's bad with these rescuees. So we put them in here. But I've given them a glass sunroof, so, you know, they can't complain. And some nice ambient lighting, though.
So in a hot day, they can just cook.
Well, you can open the door if they get too hot. Ricky Cheng says...
yeah, the button to enter the door is a bit annoying.
Which one?
The side port and starboard doors.
Why is that annoying?
Inconvenient.
What, having to push a button?
Yeah.
Is your door inconvenience on your house because you have to put a key in it and turn it?
Fingerprint, man.
Ricky Cheng, no worries, mate. Still want to resub after a while. Hope the life were better in a few months' time. Ricky, I hope things get better for you. And don't worry about subbing whenever you can, whenever you're able. No problem. But come back, enjoy the stream, hang out with the guys. And I hope things get better for you. You're working on the house. You've got to board the loft and sort everything out here. Still don't get holidays. I am too much of a grafter. You're going to board the loft, Dave? Oh, boy. Is this thing loaded with fuel yet?
5,500 litres.
Don't take all of it. Just in case things go wrong and we need to spawn a boat back here.
Well, it's 6.7k. I don't know what your MPG is, or NPG.
Can someone disconnect the fuel line?
Depends where they want us to take them.
The hospital.
We may not have enough fuel, I don't know. Where's the hospital?
Directly below the Coast Guard outpost beginning, so it's the island directly east of where the rescue site is.
Right, okay.
So it's sort of on the return journey.
Well, I'm hoping we'll have enough for a loop.
Well, isn't there fuel at Coast Guard outpost?
Yeah, that's true. If we get desperate.
Yeah.
Alright, we good to go?
Yep.
Yeah, they've only been in the water for 10 minutes. I'm sure they're fine.
It's good. It's all good.
Can you stop?
Why?
Since Puppies isn't on the boat.
Why not? I said that we're all good, and you went, yeah.
And then you hit the wall and I fell off.
Well, that's because you don't sit down and secure yourself in. You just stand on the deck dancing around. If this person dies of hypothermia, it'll be your fault for dancing. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, Puppies is nowhere near. You need to head back to the island.
And there's more fuel getting burned.
Yeah.
You could just stop. I'm swimming.
Left. Further left.
Whereabouts are you, pups?
Just stop. I'm swimming towards you.
Why can't I even see your name in the water?
He's like very, very port side. 90 degrees off to port.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
And by the way, that's the sort of person that we've got to look for on the rescue, and they don't have a name above them.
Right, you want to strap yourself in?
Okay.
Oh wow, you've got scratches on the bottom of the boat.
I'm not
We're not
surprised. Yeah, we have actually.
And you've lost a prop.
I thought it was turning really badly. I think we better go back and... Oh no, we're gonna... Oh, this is not good. I thought it was turning bad. We've only got one rudder, I think.
One rudder, one prop, and I think are you full left lock at the moment?
Yeah.
So are we taking on water?
Yep.
Um.
I'm trying... This is full left lock right now. We need to go back and get this thing despawned before we lose everything.
And we need to get the fuel out of it.
Yeah. Well, currently the engine room is flooded, I think. But it's self-contained, so... Yeah, we should be okay. I mean, we can flood the front ballast tank to tilt it back down.
We may have to.
What a great rescue mission.
Yeah, bear with us. We can't even get our own craft in order, let alone saving somebody else.
Right, we need to turn on the crossfeed so we can get this diesel out.
Yeah.
Can you not pump it out of the tank then?
You can pump it out the tank into storage and then storage into thingy.
Or is that because the storage pumps are bigger so it's quicker?
No, because there's no outlet from the fuel tank.
Oh, okay.
So you have to put it in storage to get it out.
Right, so the front ballast tanks are nearly full.
This throttle dial is so broken. It goes from -1 all the way to 1, but I'm sure when I look at this in the editor, I've set it from 0 to 1. I really don't understand. It's almost like the engine throttle range is -1. It's weird. Same with the clutch. Clutch goes now from -1 to 1. But I'm sure it's not set that way.
Natter.
Okay, fuel's draining. We've got half an hour to rescue them. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we've got to find them first.
Welcome back, Natter.
Do we get any clues to where they are?
You can very specifically read the mission statement, and it doesn't really help.
If I'm going to keep driving like this, I'll need a bilge pump in the engine room. What a great rescue mission start. Let's see. Eurodreamer, thank you for 27 months. Banana Halsa, you forgot to add power to the winch. Oh, no, I didn't. I definitely added that. But I will check. I remember doing it.
Can you check the winch power just to prove the point?
Well, I don't want to despawn the vehicle yet.
No, as in, can you check it operationally now while it's on the deck?
That's true. Winch up, winch down. Can you... Where's the master breaker for this thing?
It's on.
Wait, what?
It's not the electric circuit breaker, is it?
I don't know, but do not open them doors, otherwise the cab will flood.
Yeah, I'm just in here. I'll die around. That's fine. Yeah.
This boat is sinking, just saying.
There's only 2,000 litres left to pump off.
Yeah.
Because I don't really understand why we're sinking, because the compartments inside are sealed. So I accept the engine room's flooded, but... why are we still sinking?
Right, so they're all in the all the fuel is in the storage tank now.
Yep.
Okay, and there's 1,700 left in the tank. We're going to lose this any second for some weird reason.
If it sinks, we should still be able to get the diesel out of it.
Yeah.
As long as we don't despawn it.
This is so weird.
I'm assuming it's actually like sitting on the sea floor now at the back.
You could pull the fuel line,
Yeah.
in, like Vrome says, and just lift it up a bit.
It's sitting on the floor, it's not going.
It's not going any further now. It's just stuck on the bottom of the bed.
I will check Banan. I'm sure I connect it though. I don't know. We'll see. Nil, thank you for 7 months. And Ashwin 15. FLQ, thank you for 4 guys. We're trying to recreate the Titanic. Not quite. How we doing?
You're good to despawn.
Yeah, go.
Alright, I'll despawn this. Alright, first of all, we're going to check those electrics. So, yeah, the electric comes in. Hits the relay. Relay A. Goes to relay B. Powers everything. So, I definitely did connect that. The master breaker has to be on for it to work. So, that was fine. Yeah, there's definitely connected power-wise. What else was it checking?
Nothing. You were just respawning it to get rid of the damage, weren't you?
Yeah, it goes to B,
Let's
which
check
means
the winch.
yeah, it goes from A to B. Why then? If you throw the master breaker, that should work.
Nope.
I haven't changed this.
Do you have to? Are you connected? Yeah, is relay A and relay B the same thing? It's just one side.
Into A, out of B.
Okay.
See, the A side of the master breaker is connected to the batteries. Like, I literally haven't changed this. This is so weird. There's a relay here, look. Comes out of B from A. A goes, look, batteries goes into A. The only reason this wouldn't work is if that relay was switched off. That's the only reason. Where's the relay? Why can't I select the relay?
Isn't the relay underneath the dial?
Oh yeah, it's like buried inside. There you are, default state off. I don't know why that's off. It should always be on.
Loaded a previous version of the vehicle or something?
It's gotta be. I must have changed that and then somehow not saved it. I don't know how, but that's the problem.
Save.
Wait, what component's that? That's the...
Yeah, 27 minutes and counting.
Alright, alright. Okay, spawn. You don't even need the relay for this, do we?
Oh yeah, it was the throttle readout as well was the other thing, wasn't it? Write it on your paper.
Yeah, that's... okay. I knew there was something else, but... Better go and get these people. Can confirm the winch is working.
And we're fueling.
Yeah, it's too late for throttles. We're against the mission here.
Do we
We
need
need
to
to find a
fill
swimmer.
the ballast tanks for normal driving, or is
No.
It's usually fine. Need to get into the whole video thing at some point. I want to put front cameras on, or like side cameras on the boat and have like video screens in here. It'd be really cool. See Jack still in the water, then.
Lol.
Are we buying 43k of plane fuel today?
it? Yep.
I'm not sure if we can take 43k, but we'll certainly make some money.
What was amusing was the I saw on the VOD that the you'd moved my character and where you'd left me was actually where I spawned into the game.
Interesting.
I can't remember where we put you.
I was just on the Coast Guard outpost beginner, but yeah.
I remember.
I left myself on the hospital dock, hadn't I? And
I may or may not have dumped you at the Coast Guard outpost.
It's weird how when you log out, it leaves that person's bodies that you can just pick them up and move them around.
it's a bit like Satisfactory, isn't it?
That's true. I think Satisfactory, you can't move them, can you?
No, you can't move them, but they stay where they were, weren't they? It's like on one of my games that I've got, like puppies is like right at the top of the hill, and then whenever you go up there, you get creeped out because there's this like random figure in the distance.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
And then you get a new body every time you spawn in.
Yeah. That's 5,000 litres.
Let's stop that then.
Can we disconnect?
Done.
Oh.
Right, take two. Have you got puppies on board?
Not yet, I'm winching the fuel line.
Oh yeah, I'm just twisting out of the way.
Yeah, 23 minutes.
Okay, we ready to go?
Yep.
So we're heading to the research island, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a researcher base at the research island, was last seen snorkeling in the water around the southwest of the island. They've not been seen for some time.
Well, luckily it's calm seas and daylight, so that's going to make life a little bit easier.
Yes.
Daylight, it's midnight for me.
I've actually got the same time as Paul at the moment, but don't talk it up.
That's so weird.
Yeah, we're going in tonight. That's a bit of a worry.
Yeah, that's not good.
Go, 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 go.
We
No,
are going.
It's alright, because
Go quicker.
by the time it's night for you, it'd be daytime for me.
Yeah.
It's rated at 48 knots. Code Red, thank you for 56 months.
So we just added like a multiplier block in then.
Yeah. It's the function block multiplies meters per second by whatever it was, 1.39 or something down.
That's just got the logic from the throttle and then multiplied by whatever to display meters.
No, the forward sensor speed.
than-
You
Yeah.
get the forward sensor speed, which comes in meters per second, and then you put a function block in to multiply it by a value.
Oh, okay.
And it pops out as knots, and then you just display that. Yeah, the winch is fine, Battle Rabbit. Wow, you couldn't ask for a calmer sea than this.
Don't talk it up. Let me guess, Puppies has got like 50-foot tidal waves.
No, it's smooth and calm. It's
How do you
midnight,
output the clutch
and
pressure
not
to a
only do I
dial?
not have the same time of day as
Um,
you, I don't even have the same date.
I don't have the same date.
I think the clutch has a green dot,
I'm
which is a
21
data
days
connection point.
behind Paul.
Nah, it's not at the workshop. It's not even finished yet. You're a sub, Uber. Yep. I think Harm gifted like 50 or 100 subs the other day. You might be one of them. So they're somewhere around that island.
Yeah, but in the southwest direction, so we pretty much need to be the other side from where we're coming in from, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere where your waypoint is.
I'll have to have a look, Quantum. Trying to think. Or do you just get it from the actual pilot seat? Is it the pilot seat that has the data point on it? So you use the pilot seat to drive the clutch, and then that has the data, I think.
Nice sunset.
Get lucky we can find the survivor before the sun goes completely down.
How hard can it be to sync time of day?
Considering they're synchronizing hundreds of blocks, 10, whatever the tick rate is, 10 times a second, whatever it is, and they can't synchronize the time, that's a bit bizarre.
I do love the fact that Jack's speedboat is too quick and it throws me out of the game. Oh, yeah, it's just stopped for me.
Okay, well we're at the island, and we're almost at the southwest bit. Somebody's left the game.
Yeah. We get boat freeze in the middle of the sea.
See anything, Bubs?
I hope it's the middle of the night for me.
Oh, great. So now I... Oh my god. No, I found him. Starboard. About 50 meters.
Oh, yep. I'm going in.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Ready?
We're good. Yep, we're good to go.
Are you still in the middle of the night, Pups?
Yep.
So I'm now in the middle of the day.
What the heck, man?
So I have neither Paul's time or your time. However, my date has now changed as well. So it's
Mr.
just,
Wackaday, thank you very much
is
for
amazing.
79 months, dude. It's a very big number, thank you. I want to go on the... that side. I'll actually look at them. There we go. I don't know how they survived. They're not even dressed appropriately for winter. Down to 3,000 fuel.
Okay.
I don't know. I pull up alongside a jetty, and what do? Jump in the water.
I like swimming pool.
Apparently. Yes, we have Discord. Six research points and 12 grand.
And a large tyre.
20 large tyres.
We need to get some fuel if we're going to do a fuel run. So... I don't think we're going to make it all the way up there on 3,000 litres. I mean we might. Should we YOLO it? 2.8.
How far do we have to go? We can stop off at the Coast Guard beginner outpost and top up.
Yeah, but we're basically taking fuel out of one of our tanks.
True.
As opposed to buying it, you know? I don't know, how far is it? 8.7k, is it? I think we should be good.
Just.
I'll run it in a slightly more efficient way.
Okay.
Let's see if we can work out how much fuel we're burning per block. Somebody wants to look at the reading. I'll tell you when we're passing the line. If you take a reading on the fuel gauge now.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yep. That was 2,600 litres.
El Plagiato, thank you for 25 months, sir. The measure between these 2 points. Right, get ready for a fuel reading.
Okay.
Take it now.
That was 2,396.
2396, so that's 246, about 200 litres.
Yeah, it's about 200, yeah, for a square.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6,
In your current
7.
fuel efficiency.
And we've got 7 blocks to do, so 1,400 litres.
Should be fine with that theory.
Yep.
We're buying jet fuel and selling jet fuel.
Yeah, but we need to fill up on actual diesel as well.
Yeah.
So we need to take as much as we can take, but without sinking the boat.
Yeah. I mean, when we did the crude oil, once we were moving, we was fine.
Yeah, I mean, the only buoyancy we've got is the engine bay and the front ballast at that point. Everything else is full.
Yeah.
How would I rate this game? I think it's a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot of fun. There's so much you can do in it. I need to get a, I need to make a controller that works out your miles, like how much fuel burn is over time.
Yeah.
because then that way you can figure out what engine RPS to go for if you're trying to save fuel.
Supposedly on many videos, 7 RPS is quoted to be the most efficient.
Yeah, I can't really make that work. I mean, yes, but in terms of the speed you get in, I mean, I've got 17 RPS right now. That gives us 46 knots. I can eke that up to 48 knots a little bit. But where's the most fuel efficient for this engine? I don't know. Jet fuel is slightly lower than crude. What, in weight? We should be good then. 18.
Can I just ask, has it actually been proven that we can get the jet fuel out of the boat into the place where you sell it?
Yep.
Yes.
We did that. On Thursday, we did a dummy run with 10k of fuel, I think.
5k. But yeah, we just have to let out all the fuel line.
A meter before the fuel intake.
And run it down a cliff.
The thing is, it depends whether you can measure fuel flow through a pipe or not. I don't know. If you can measure flow through a pipe, you can measure it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do something where you look at the tank level and then wait a bit of time and then look at the tank level and then work out the delta and calculate it. Now I need to spot whether the bridge is up or down. Is it daylight for you guys?
No.
It's middle of the night for me. It's right on the moon.
It's just about to switch over to daylight for me.
Nutty Jim.
When we get closer, I'll go and stand on the front.
Enjoy the golden acorn, Nutty Jim. Thank you for 2 years. Yeah, not much happened, bro. Not much. Alright, we are 1k out.
Okay. Don't throw me off the boat this time.
So we need one of you to hook up the fuel to the storage and the other one to hook up the diesel to the main tank so we can get some fuel.
I think someone may be AFK. Bridge is up.
Boy, I cannot see very much at all.
Yeah, you're good to go in, it's up.
I'm not AFK, I'm just eating. But there is an issue that the fact that I'm 6 kilometers away from the waypoint, so I'm going to wait for you to get there and then I'll reload.
That's so weird, man.
But the really stupid, strange thing is all of your movements, like when you move the camera, I can see that on my screen with your head movement, but everything else is not synced. I'm 6k away in a static boat.
All the way in, Paul.
Nav lights? What do you mean nav lights? I've got nav lights.
That would do.
Uh-oh. Phew. Gentle kiss.
Reverse a little bit, Paul, that's the wrong pump.
What do you mean it's the wrong pump? You said all the way in. How much do you want me to reverse by?
To where I am. I'll tell you when. That will do. This one needs to go into our fuel tank.
Hope you put your scuba gear on something.
Well, I would, but I can't see the connectors.
Is this the main? Is it storage or fuel?
Fuel. This one, that one's diesel, Paul.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk past this without it connecting. Diesel,
Right.
it's connected.
And then this one's jet fuel.
My money is going down. Whereabouts is it?
Behind you.
I don't see it. Is it underwater?
No, it's on the deck.
Oh, there it is. The heck?
So for me, it's still attached at the top of the crane. Like,
I don't get why you're synchronized so badly.
yeah, I don't understand either.
Okay, so we are filling up on jet. That's definitely jet fuel, yeah.
Yeah.
We're filling up on jet fuel and we're filling up on actual fuel.
Yep.
Like, I'm almost considering, like, uninstalling and reinstalling the game.
I don't think you need to do that. If you're gonna, what you want to do is exit the game, go to your app data roaming folder, and you'll find a Stormworks folder in there. Just rename that and start the game, and you will literally start from fresh. I mean, if you want to, you can do a verification on the Steam files, but you don't need to reinstall.
Reinstall takes like 5 minutes. It's such a small install file anyway.
Yes, I know what my Discord ID is. Alt F, I set it. Is it like a cache, Tommy? No, that's just where it stores all your settings. So, you know, everything you pick for your... I mean, that is going to reset everything, something like your graphic settings, your audio levels, everything. Because it stores them all in there. And also your save games and anything is going to be in that folder. But you can copy save games over later.
So, what, do I rename the entire Stormworks folder?
It's up to you. I mean, if you was to uninstall the game and act as if you've never had it, that's what you need to do. It depends what you're trying to achieve. I mean, do you think it's a problem with the binaries? Because that's very, very unlikely. It's more likely a problem with settings, surely.
Well, I've dragged a copy out of those stuff out. I will reload. I'll uninstall it and reload.
Yeah, just don't delete anything. Either rename it or copy it.
Yeah, I've copied it out.
Mr. Purple Haze, happy 5 years, sir. Thank you very much.
How much diesel do you reckon we need, Paul?
And Nutty Jim with a happy 2. How much diesel?
Yeah.
I would just fill it up because we can always load our tank with it later.
Yeah, that's true.
So just max it out. How many litres of Jet A we're looking at? We've got 2,500 so far. We've got a $6 spread, so that's 12 grand profit right there.
I mean, I say we just go until we nearly sink.
Oh dear. Mr. Anteater, welcome back. Sounds like a cache problem. Yeah, I would just go with a... I mean, you can go with a fresh install and reset the entire Stormworks folder, and if that doesn't fix it, well, nothing will. I mean, because I've painted it now, we can actually see what the water level line looks like, you know?
I mean, we was fine on Thursday when we carried a full tank of crude oil.
So I've uninstalled it, and then I'm moving it from my SSD to my NVMe as well, and then, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh look, it's installed already.
So what's going to happen is it's going to start going nose heavy.
Yeah, it did last time.
Yeah.
And it was fine when we got going. It was just when we were stopped, it looked a bit dodgy.
Ow! Rip headphone users from booting a game up on 4%. Ouch! Ow! That was really loud. That's even louder than the intro of ATS.
Oh yeah, that's very loud. Yeah, it's getting a bit nose heavy. Actually, no, it's not. It was just the water. I think it's just getting level now.
The diesel tanks, like the engine tanks, are at the back, right?
The diesel tanks are roughly under the cabin, where the engine bay is.
Yeah, yeah.
So where it says in, where we're chucking fuel in, like the tanks are there in a line going towards the back.
Yeah. That's us maxed out on diesel.
That helps counter the weight in the middle bit. I'm just watching these front lights because at the moment they bob about the same distance above as they do below.
Yeah.
But over time that's going to change.
So interestingly, I just joined and I pretty much joined where I left your game.
Right.
But all the connectors seem to be where the connectors actually are.
Interesting.
Yay! So you can see the diesel one just been put back up. Yeah.
So the crude oil one is like halfway down the crane, and that one's at the top of the crane, and then the jet one is actually on the bottom.
Yeah.
Seems to be weird lately. That's weird, Battle Rabbit. I've not had that issue. So those front lights now are just about making it over the water. And then going under the water quite a bit as the weight comes in. What's it on at the moment in the tank?
There's only 6,000 in the tank at the moment.
Have we ever tested this with a full load of fuel and a full cargo?
I thought you did that with the crude.
Yeah, with crude, which is... It's not as heavy as water, but... And Jet A is, I think, a bit lighter.
So yeah, so all my connectors are in the right place now, and then the time of day is the same as yours, Paul. The date isn't right, but...
That's interesting.
The time of day for me is coming up to the middle of the day.
No, we're just about going into morning.
I reckon there must be a file that's caching stuff at your end from the server.
Well, the test will be when we do this trip as to whether I lag out or not. If it doesn't do that, then I'll be happy.
I'll say the only problem I keep coming across is the time not syncing up.
Yeah, well, bearing in mind my Stormworks install is probably from when it launched in 2018. Yeah. Right, I'm AFK.
Okay.
I reckon we can fill this.
Yeah.
But it will take a long time to pump out. Remember last time we had to keep turning the pump on and off?
Yeah.
Some weird glitch, but then it may not do that now. I've redesigned the bottom of the storage tank.
Yeah, I still don't know why it was doing that.
$7,000 litres. That represents 35 grand of profit.
Oh yeah.
This bit here looks like a giant swimming pool.
Well, you do like swimming.
Hey. It's a bit slow. Yep, it is. I mean, I don't know why. The whole thing is just pumping fuel into here, and I turn it off, on again. Is that any faster? I don't know. It's almost like the pump slows down over time, and then if you turn it off and on, it resets everything. It's weird. I'm not bad, Watchtower, sir. How are you? It seems to be filling very slowly compared to when you're buying crude.
This side to your list.
Wait, what?
This side's still not hooked up. Like the
yeah, but
dials and stuff.
That's not... That's literally going to do something else. This is going to be cargo control.
Okay.
All that happened there is that was a mirror when I set it up, but it's not going to stay like that.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be a cargo bay, and that's going to control it. So if we have like a winch and bay doors opening and stuff,
yeah,
that's going to be the control for that.
Nice.
I'm just not really sure where to put the winch and crane, because if I put it in the middle here, you can't really see out the pilot seat. If I put it on the roof, then the weight's a bit high. If I put it at the front, then probably the best compromise.
And if we put it on the side, we're just going to be side heavy.
I think it's probably going to go at the front where the current bit is. Like, that'll just be the crane section going up.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay. But yeah, I want to have this as a big cargo door that opens, and then a platform up down there that's going to come up. Then you'll be able to like winch stuff and lift it and put it on the platform and then lower it into the cargo bay.
Nice.
That's the dream.
Are you going to have like a maggle on the end or something?
On the end of what?
On the end of the crane.
I guess the magall would make the most sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can have more than one. You can have two connectors in theory.
Yeah, if you look at the crane in the port that we're in now, it's got 4 separate winches on.
That's for container stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that like a mission that you used to do here?
There's a few missions that they removed.
Like, you used to have a lorry truck thing, didn't you, with an articulated lorry, and you used to have to take it up to the top, didn't you?
It's like that one with the radioactive stuff. That's been removed. You used to have a giant vehicle that you went down a huge elevator down to. All that's gone.
Yeah. That was the power station mission, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't really get why they turned it all off.
I think they were the like buggiest missions or something. They said I read somewhere. I thought.
Well, they were.
Sammy, come over here and hold one of these.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. There's a handle. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go.
You joining in, Paul?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I love how these are activities that we amuse ourselves with when we're
loading. Hold on. Don't let go.
Well, I'm off.
Oh, I'm off as well. That threw me off. So much for that merry-go-round.
So I've got
good morning,
a big
Doc
ship on
Savage.
build at the moment where it's got a collapsible mast, and I'm wondering whether, like, when it spawns in, it automatically stands up. I don't know whether I should put remote control so I can lay it down again.
That sounds like a good idea.
But it is huge.
You could put a remote camera on it. Have a video feed.
Oh, that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? I'm trying to do some active stabilization on it at the moment, though it's not going very well. Every time I put it in, it ends up on its side, as Puppies found out.
I mean, that was brilliant.
Well, that's I just couldn't believe the power of that fuel line. It was enough to drag a boat on its side through the bay back to the fueling point. It was ridiculous.
Use a counterweight to offset the balance of the crane. Thing is, it's kind of like... I'm not sure where I would put it, that's the problem. It might be better with a balance tank at the back to offset it. Something you can fill and empty. Because the problem with the weight is, once you've got the weight on board, you can't get rid of it. If you have a ballast area, you can offload weight or take it on as you need it. Is there a pump on the dock end that can be turned on to increase the speed? I don't believe so. Is there a pump on that crane that turn on the jet thing?
No,
Like, is there a
so.
boost pressure increase?
There's the radio control stuff, which, yeah.
I think it must be a known problem, right? Because somebody created an environment mod where it puts these cranes on the other side as well, and so then you can have 2 loading tanks and double the throughput. Yeah. So it must just be the rate that it comes down that pipe.
Everything that I've seen, certainly from an unload point of view, it's the potential against gravity. So I've seen guys with like ridiculous like periscopes on the ship to put the hose connector level higher than what the crane is.
What, so he just looks at the difference between the connections?
Yes.
Wow.
And nobody has told him he's talking rubbish. Let me see if I can find it. I'll send it to you, hang on.
So wherever you put the end connector, that's what matters in gravity terms, not the actual pipe to get there?
Yeah, basically that's what he's saying.
It wouldn't surprise me if they simplified the physics like that. That's basically an exploit. But we're on 15k here. That's 15k times $6 in profit.
Yeah. I think we might run out of money before this thing's full.
You might be right. Have 8k of fuel in the main tank, so we're good for that. Underneath. Use a counterweight to offset the balance of the grain underneath. I tell you what you could do. Hang on, let me look at the bottom of the boat. You see where I've got these keel weights here? Along here. You see that? See the weight there stops because the weight of the. Hang on, I'm dying. Let me put the scuba outfit on. There's basically a keel weight, but it stops because you've then got the weight of the engine and the tanks. So you don't need the keel weight anymore. Yeah, so it kind of stops here. But what you could do is you could put that whole thing on a sliding rail, so that you can basically slide it backwards and push it back this way, and completely change the weight around the center of gravity. So you just push the blocks backwards, and it has the effect of doing that with the boat, or you bring it forwards and it brings it back again. You'd love that, Baz, wouldn't you? You'd love to see that. It's a bit cheaty, if so, coming from me. I've done scripting work for EA that uses exploits all the time. Say again?
So if you go to Discord, or DM on Discord...
Why didn't I get a copy?
Scroll right down at the bottom, I'll post it in chat.
You're not important enough.
I see how it is.
It's above your pay grade.
It's like tracking his private and confidential stuff about the pumps. Huh?
Yeah, he's like, I've got a solution to the pumps. Okay, what is it, Jack? Oh, I'll tell you off. No, tell us now. No, I'll tell you another time, because I can't really explain it. Right, okay.
There you go. Have you got it now?
I've got it. Thank you.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Fueling speed. Editing fueling speed, as the current speed could be realistic.
Basically, there's a lot of words. If you scroll right down to the bottom, the guy has sort of done a few experiments and give you some screenshots and things. And then the last picture, which is the fuel pumpiscope, I think is brilliant.
That's amazing, that last picture.
Ouch, but that's the problem with that is you can't really auto save, can you?
So does that make sense from a pump point of view?
Okay, the blue line of the boat is now below the waterline at the front more. So this is already, you know, not unstable yet, but it's got plenty of weight in it, I can see. Like, the front lights are now completely submerged.
Yeah.
The blue line is submerged. It is now more and more becoming front heavy.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
It will
Super,
be fine.
Super Sky Snake thing,
Well, in
33?
theory, what is your capacity? 44,000.
It says on the tank.
Right next to you. One of the meters tells you the maximum in red.
So you're just under half.
Yeah.
Oh, the dial reads left to right rather than right to left, doesn't it?
Yep. That's and here's the thing, like, to change that I have to remove it because you can't rotate things in this game once they're down.
Yeah.
Dark Mask, that is a very big link, bro.
We fix this up.
That is a big link. It's like 3 lines long on my screen. Oh my god, Bing.
Yeah, it's that in regard to fuel baffles.
Microsoft Flight Sim uses Bing, you know that? Yeah, I know, Baz, and you've told me 6 times since that you've told me 6 times. I know, but the point is, Baz, I can't actually fix it. I have to delete it to put it back. It's annoying. And I think, actually, the needle's more designed to be vertical. I think that's the whole point of it. You're supposed to have it that way up, I think, with the open end at the top. He used a link extender. Have a look at the,
Like, that flow rate is not quick, is it?
Turn the switch off and on and see if it goes quicker.
That's the wrong one.
Rip.
See, to me, that's not going any quicker.
That has sped up on my screen.
Just hope we don't have that dodgy loading bug again.
Wait, so on that guy's experiment, he's saying if you have a high pump and a high port, you get 4,000 litres a minute. If you have a high pump, you get 400. And if you have a low pump, you get 0. So it depends on the position of the pump.
Yeah, in relation, because obviously he's trying to pump the water up into the tank.
Right, so basically, because I put the pumps at the bottom of the boat, if I put the pumps on deck, I'd get a better flow rate.
That's supposedly what he's saying, yeah.
It makes no sense, but that's what's happening in the game. It's going, where's your pump? Right, where's your connector? Okay, what's the difference in blocks? That's the gravity.
Yeah, have you seen the pumpiscope?
Yeah, if I alt-tab out the game, it stops capturing. 21,500 litres. That's a lot of money.
Well, what did you have? 110,000, something like that?
We had about 120 and then I spawned the boat in, so yeah. Can you have the link? Sammy, do you want to post the link in chat, or is it super secret, super squirrel?
Private and confidential.
I mean, that's just one article I found. He seemed to... You know, like, it's fine when people say, oh, it doesn't work because of that, and this guy's actually sort of proved the concept a little bit. Like, I'm willing to listen to people having had... Like, that's a fairly conducive article as far as I'm concerned, but whether it's correct or not, I don't know.
Well, if you demonstrate it, then you can't argue with it.
Yeah.
Having a pump wouldn't increase flow, Dark Mask.
A URL short that? Are you actually kidding me?
Have a Dark Mask. Have a look at the link that Sammy posted. Have a look at one of the pictures, like the first picture in a link, and you'll see that he demonstrates that if you put the pump in different positions vertically, you get a better flow rate. Because what the game seems to do is look at where the connector is, look at where the pump is, and then go, what's the difference between that? That's how much gravity you've got. So if I've got the pump at the bottom of the boat as opposed to the top of the boat, I'll get a different flow rate. That's what he's saying. I think we should stop at 25,000.
Well, I think Baz is right. We won't have enough money to do a full tank anyway.
Well, we're getting nose heavy. It's going to take even longer to unload this. And I think that's enough profit right there. And if it does go horribly wrong, well, at least we've got some money left.
Well, do you want to stop it at 40k then?
I said 25,000 litres, but okay, whatever.
Well, it's 40k is enough to spawn your boat in again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go with that then. Yeah, you see, so that dial is supposed to be that way. So when I move it, I'm going to put it like this. And I'll probably move those buttons around.
Do you know, it's such a joy to see connectors move. Small things.
Why then you jest, mate? But actually, according to the article, that would make it better. Use an inverter on the dial. It's not going to fix its orientation though, is it? Where are we going again? Oh, there it is. I've got it. Right, are we all aboard, ready to go?
Yep.
Oh, is Puppy sitting down in the boat now like a good boy?
Yeah.
Oh, nice transition there, Mr. Squirrel.
Well, you don't want a puppy falling overboard, do you?
If you didn't crash, I wouldn't have fallen overboard.
So this is the test to see whether the reinstaller's worked.
Yeah, the outgoing... Because what happens is when the fluid gets really low, in the last design, we had all kinds of problems pumping out. Because it sloshes around and doesn't hit the filter. So we created a dugout, like a bilge section at the bottom for everything to collect into, and then put the actual fluid port there.
A sump pump.
Basically.
Yeah.
If you don't crash at Bathurst, we could have finished the race,
Thanks, Alex.
James, well, thank you 2 months.
Don't know what you're on about.
Oh dear. The thing is, right, the more he makes that joke, the more likely it is that he'll, you know, trash the car next time. And then you've got an even further pride level to fall. Because, you know, he's taking the mick out of you and then it happens to him.
So, Paul, did the SimLabs guy send you some extra bits then?
I've not even had a reply to my email asking.
Oh no.
So I don't know. Banan, if I reduce the RPS down to 70... Watch the speed, right? We've got 43 knots current. If I reduce that down... to 7 or 8. Well, I can get it down to 10 on gear 1. See? That's on 10. I've lost 7 knots. You know, it's probably much more fuel efficient, but I'm an impatient kind of person. I'd rather have more speed. That's why the optimum seems to be about 17 to 18 RPS.
You impatient never.
Get it about there, you get the best speed. Look at that, 43 knots, which is only 5 off the maximum. You wait till I get jet engines, I'll show you. You're gonna need a safety harness then.
And a parachute.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, the destination is 10 kilometers away, Paul. Can you start braking now?
Yeah, the gearbox... Look, if I engage the next gearbox... Okay, so the next gearbox is engaged, and then I bring the speed of the RPS down to what you're suggesting. We're getting 22 knots and almost stalling. I bring it up to 18. Okay, so I've got the same RPS. Hang on one second, we get to 18. I've got the same RPS, but now I'm only getting 31 knots. So for the same speed, I don't have enough torque. So I need to knock the gear ratio back down. Like that. I kind of already played with this. But now you're going to tell me my gearbox ratios are incorrect, right? The fact is, we've got one diesel engine pushing a very heavy boat.
Paul, your
There's only so much you can do.
Incorrect.
Paul, your gearbox ratios are incorrect.
Paul, your
Right
gearbox
click.
ratios are incorrect.
Kick.
We love you too, Paul. Do you like swimming?
How was Truckfest?
How was Cosford?
Wait, when are you playing Omsi next?
Oh,
You missed the
give us a
critical one.
chance.
Is it
When's
Sunday
my
night
summer
trucking this
car?
week? Exactly, Tommy. When I get the jet engines, everything will be sold.